It's like what?
At least he doesn't have wings.
You guys are. This is the. I feel like I'm trying to translate charades sometimes. You know.
Sorry, nice.
There you go. Well, yeah, it's a very Hitomax kind of hero where you sit back, you pump up your damage, and even what range you have impact.
Well, we'll find out if they can take us to the next game here. Ben Thing's taking a chunk of damage. They got to get it under control for TNC. If they get a lead again, can they keep it together mid to late?
Nice hook from Ben Things. Obviously not much damage coming in from Goyo here. And Navaria has a lot of wind-up time, so they can't do any big instant play as of yet.
Man, this is a little crazy, a little fun fact. You know, seeing Netu Max play the Savior here. I just watched the newest episode, so don't forget to check that out, JJK. Also, check Mamba Forever. He surpassed Wise of the all-time games played.
Wow.
With 298.
Number 7. I think Few is still probably the one with the most played.
Like number 1?
Maybe. Or maybe it's Carl TZ.
I mean, I was surprised with the fact yesterday Carl TZ hit 1,600.
Oh, so many kills. So many bodies.
So, at the whims of Carl TZ. Oh,
okay.
Ryota.
All right, that's a bit early, but it makes sense. He's just standing there. He's trying to stop the range, the XP coming into Hesu.
Yeah. He's trying to freeze the wave, but I think Hesu will have the lane set up for him anyways.
Yeah.
Now look at the rotation. King Kong is gonna be here to help.
No.
Very early on here. That's a nice pileup of bodies. Flicker used by Ryota.
Still alive.
He's gonna get caught. Nice catch there from Hitomax.
Survives.
He's so lucky because then, you know, when we've seen so many instances.
Yeah.
But the recall is a little bit too early, you know?
Exactly.
The recall spam.
Yeah.
So here we are. First turtle up. They're going to be fighting for it. King Kong here. 1 versus 2 for now, but the rest of the team making their way, Goyo and Ben Things. If they want to start the momentum that we saw them have.
There you go with the hook, Ben Things. Slow down. Coming in from Goyo with a Meteor. Now Omega's going in. They're going hard. They're Ryota. Gonna go get that turtle and a kill as well. Make that 2 for Omega.
Oh, very bad decision for TNC. Because of 2 things. First, they have the ultimate on Hesu, but Hesu already was hit by the Dawning Light. Fortunately for him, there was the outer turret energy shields up top. That's why the damage was reduced by 25%. But he still went for the turtle fight. He has literally 1 HP, and he still went in and showed himself under the turtle. You don't do that. And even when there is you can see Ryota wasn't there in the first few seconds before the first turtle fight, you still have to respect the fact that you're 1 hit away from getting taken out, and that's exactly what happened. He thought that he can actually use his ultimate and grab someone and get some HP back, but it wasn't the case. Glue has been nerfed to the ground to the point where he cannot do that anymore.
Nice in from Bedfings. No damage yet from Insem at least. Maybe Goyo can make a case here, but no meteors or no recalls coming in.
The other thing, too, about that, I mean, is the fact that, once again, with how just these last few minutes have gone, you know, Smart Omega, relatively with the small lead, it allows Calra just to go ahead and farm up, not really have to worry about too much pressure, right? Because this makes TNC kind of hesitant on how they want to approach things. Again, when you lock in a Franco for Ben Things, yes, this is a signature hero pick and everything else, but really, your game plan this early on is to just follow up on the hooks, right? Land those hooks if you can, and when you're not finding those situations for minutes, it gets really dicey because then you start to fall behind here. Real quick, let's take a look at the item build, how things are playing apart, Wolf.
Okay, so we know for sure that Beatrix is going to be very happy about this!
Yeah, everyone's happy right now, especially for TNC, who seems to be having a little bit of an advantage here.
Oh!
Keller going to go down to King Kong's Appraiser's Wrath. 5 members of TNC zoning it out here. Andoryu, he's looking for a way in, but Chaknu is on the back. Some good damage, just not ready to go for the fight. Now, Turtle could go bad here for Omega if they force it. TNC are now in the headstrong advantage.
Ryota
goes in, flicker in, flicker out by Hesu. Andoryu still gets the turtle. Locking in with the Mystic Field. Oh my goodness, and Hesu's gonna fall. TNC from looking really good to just suddenly nil.
Dicey. You expect them to have the upper hand there. No Kelra in the picture.
Yeah.
They dropped the ball.
What I don't like that TNC is doing is that they're overcompensating for some of their mistakes, and they did take out Kelra. But sometimes when you already took one and made a play, you don't have your ultimates or your crucial spells, even your utilities available anymore. So it's much better to just back off and just be happy with a trade. The kill onto Kelra is already a good trade for them. They should have just backed off.
Yeah.
Would that have been better if they just didn't? Oh,
Okay.
okay. I thought he'd land that, but would it have been better in a situation if they actually just didn't contest the turtle? Is that what you're saying?
That's definitely true. You know, there's a famous fable in the Philippines where when you put your hand in a jar of candies, right, and you pick up how much you want it. Like maybe if you get
All
like
the
a
candy
whole,
you want.
all the candy you want, you will not get your hands off. But if you only take one, you'll be able to get your hands off easily.
Wait, why is that?
Oh, because you were able to insert your hand, right? So it has the same like amount. But if you grasp on so many candies, you can't get your hand out. You only have, but if you take one after the other, you get your hand out every time.
So that's what they did.
That's exactly what they did. They grasped too
The
many
turtle was the
candies.
jar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then they saw Kelra. No, sorry, the jar's the game. Kelra and the turtle are in the jar. And turtle's way too many candies.
Exactly.
Okay.
There it is.
There it is.
And
You
now
are indeed the charade translator.
you got diabetes from all that, by the way. So thank you. But no, in all seriousness, yeah, they got way too greedy.
Yeah.
And they just pulled off. They tried to push more out of their heroes than was humanly possible. I think so.
Yeah. Because like when I saw the play on Kelra, I was like, all right, that's a good, good start there, TNC. Good job making something. And then I'm like, oh, now they're going to go for the turtle. And then you see the entirety of Smart Omega being like, how dare you take out Kelra? Like, we're going to make our way to the turtle pit. Yeah. And I knew, too, again, with Ryoto making his way down to the Terizla, you kind of know what to expect. You're going to see this flicker penalty zone combination come through. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And, it fell apart from there. So, again, as we jump back into the game, they've garnered themselves almost a 3K gold lead for Smart Omega. They're going to be playing around that, the scaling that they have as well. Etu Max specifically on the Xavier, who is on his debut pick here for S12, scales still relatively well into the late game. So that is now something that TNC has to be weary of, because if they get set up by the multitude of CCs available for Smart Omega, and that happens to, as the game goes on, it'll be more troubling to deal with.
I love Omega. They're so good at calling TNC's bluff though.
Oh.
And there you go. There you go. They pile on the King Kong with no answer at all from TNC.
And on to bottom lane, as we're seeing now. It's going to be in a set. This is the trade that we're talking about, right? If you lose one, maybe you'll get another. But adore you. This is the benefit of the backshot. For backshot, there's no trade at all.
Not afraid whatsoever. And now Ryoto would flicker in. No, 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 no. You get a kill. And because of the Baksha passive. Man,
this is...
He went from nearly the top lane, I mean, it was the river there, all the way down to the bottom to just stop it. And then, at least the turret went down, but still, that is the strength. Like you said, Wolf, this is the fastest jungler in MLBB.
That is why in the Trinity, the Baksha, Fredrin, Martis, Baksha is above the other two, just because of that impact. Like we're saying, like, you trade for a kill for an objective, like opposite, like the opposite way of the map. But because of the backshot, you can just get there and you have kill potential no matter what happens. Or you slow them down enough so that the rest of your members will be there too. But, okay.
All right, they're going to be able to get that turtle a little bit of help there from Goyo. Like you said, only so much they can do right now. Andoryu, one of the fastest junglers of MLBB. Oh, nice hook from Bentings at the back, though. Look at that. Some work being done here by the other members of TNC, while Omega gets some as well on their side.
That was great. I mean, TNC able to not only get the turtle there, but, as you saw, they not only that got a kill, they got it on Andoryu, and even Kelra, as he made his way down there after getting that turret in the top side, he got hit pretty hard, right? He got kind of punched in the mouth there, and that is something that has to be they have to be conscious of. Goyo, even though he has no kills, Nothing going on too much. He still has an impact, and that's one of the great things about Novaria
Yeah,
here.
that's what I really like about. I think Novaria is just way too OP for me.
Too much vision.
There's too much vision, and the 80% slow is just ridiculous. If you think about it, it's almost a stun.
Yeah.
That's true, though.
You're slowed down 80% of the way of the time. So
Gonna stack up right now. Just like Andoryu, stacking up on that defense, making him so hard takedown. Nice hotel from Bentinks. Lock it in with Shock. New flicker out. Oh, you got caught there. Hesu is gonna be able to go for this grab, and he's gonna fall before he even gets anything done. My goodness, flicker hook from Bentinks not gonna be hitting their mark. Nobody's home there. TNC, what are they gonna do? Oh, they keep going.
Oh,
wow, why is TNC just going here non-stop?
Okay, they gotta respect this. I mean,
gotta
maybe just give this
respect it.
turret.
Just give it away, man. You're risking too much.
They are holding on to that turret the best they can there.
And they are probably going to suffer there with another kill being given over to the marksman of Omega, which is Kelra.
and the Lord will now be spawning in favor of Omega. Once again, they just took out the mid lane turret, and it's natural for them, very fluid of them to move into the zone of the Lord. And you can see TNC are always trying to fight with scraps. It's always like they're feeling, hey, we need to fight this no matter what. They need to get something out of everything. Sometimes patience is going to be enough. Like you say, sometimes dead air is good.
Oh, there it goes. Look at that. Ryota, King Kong super low, can't even go for the retribution. And Hesu, even though he's a glue, just not lasting that long to the front line of Omega. I feel like TNC's just being spread too thin here.
Yep. You know the stages of grief, right? There's always that denial part. And it seems like TNC is always at that denial part. They always just try to get something.
Yeah, they
Even
do.
when they had to accept, they had to get into the next level where they should be accepting their grief. Unfortunately, because of how much they have been denying, this is a point where they are now far behind. It's very hard to climb now for TNC.
Yeah.
And if anything, one thing I would say is Smart Omega, usually when they do have a lead, they are one of the teams that knows how to play with it, right? They won't allow most teams to let this kind of slip out of their hands.
100%.
And right now, they're marching right down mid. We'll see if TNC still continues to press the situation.
Yeah, Ryota's getting a brunt of the damage here, and he has
Oh.
nice hook from Bentinks. Suppress gonna be coming in, and that's gonna be Ryota going down. It's 4v5, but again, very scary right now is Kelra. Monster kill so far on the Beatrix. No one can survive the onslaught of damage coming in from Kelra, and Itomax from downtown. Look at the damage. I love it. I'm loving Kelra Itomax right now.
Oh my god. Did you miss, you know the Novatrix combo, right?
Yeah.
We did miss the Beatrix Saver combo. What do we call that? Is that the
Beatrix Xavier.
Beatrix Xavier.
What would it be?
I
What
would
would it
say
be?
it's a very classic Haji and Oheb combo. Though,
Yeah, that
so.
was, yeah.
What did we call it?
Xavier X.
Savior
Xavier X or
Saver X or Bea X.
Beavier.
Bayever.
Nothing works like Novatrix.
Yeah, Novatrix is so it just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
No, it's domain expansion. That's what we call it. But yeah, I mean, this is a common combo during MPL Season 10 and also the Southeast Asian Games of the previous year, where it was Imam as well as Oheb. Actually, I forgot. He was not playing there, right? It was different.
Yeah, it was different.
But anyway, it's Xavier Beatrix. You know that.
Oh, bad thing.
With the flicker hook, way too much. And just like that, it's going to be Omega with a pushback. As usual, we see them coming out with a lead. Andoryu zoning out 3 members for TNC. There's just no way for them to bounce back. It just feels like TNC just wants their cake and they also want to eat it. Omega's just not going for it.
Oh my gosh.
Flicker in by Chaknu. Maybe a bit of a wasted skill there, but King Kong still going to be in a bad position.
Is it a waste?
Oh,
It
no.
doesn't seem to be.
Oh.
The regen, nice bluff from Bentinks.
Man, I don't know. Like, both of these roamers trying to make plays happen, right? But this time, it's like Smart Omega can do that. Chaknu can actually go ahead and make some of those moments himself. Bentinks really going for it.
The hooks, they're connecting really hard, although the damage is quite lagging. team fight will come down, and Bentings will suffer.
Oh!
Andoryu got the Lord. Oh, there it goes. These snipes coming in. Innocent's in trouble. He's being chased by Andoryu. Oh, no. There's just no way for them to peel for him. Innocent going down. Turret will fall as well. Lord is on Omega. It's a disaster.
It's a tough game to be in here, and this could very well be it. Lord making its way down the mid. Smart Omega waiting to end this in a sweep if they can. TNC still down to 2 members. Can they hold on?
Ryota just going for broke here. There's just no way for TNC to maneuver out of this one. The Lord finding their target. Andoryu gonna fall. That's a big bonus for TNC. Are they gonna be able to clear? It seems so. TNC spawning just in the nick of time.
And TNC, fortunately, their death timers aren't that massive yet. And Omega are just wiping the floor with TNC's blood. Did you see that Mystic Field connection coming out from E2Max? That's what actually allowed them to take down Innocent. Because it was the one that stunned up Innocent. And then Andoryu just went in for the massive drift that you saw so that he's able to take out Innocent. Still, TNC hanging on. They don't have the best late game, but they have wave clear anyways. And it will take a while before Hesu is able to just stack up all the damage from Omega. The problem is, Xavier and Beatrix as a combo, like individually they're not that good scaling, but if you combine them together, they are very strong in the late game when it comes to one-hit knockouts.
Not only that too, but I feel like again a lot of people, you know, because we just haven't seen Xavier too much just yet. Even if you manage for TNC to get Kelra out of the picture, the relatively low cooldown from Xavier, able to clear waves, is still a problem, right? And that's vice versa. Like even if you get the Xavier, well, Kelra's still the problem.
Can I just bring up 1,000 damage taken for E2Max? That's minion damage.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, King Kong gonna have enough tankiness to at least sustain for a few more minutes. Speed for the Quantum Charge as well. Gonna be able to dodge Chaknu's onward flicker combo.
Okay.
Re-engage from
Oh!
TNC.
Okay.
They find him!
Okay.
Oh, they find him! They find Kelra! That's huge!
Okay,
As I was just saying,
okay,
we'll see if they can do something with that.
okay. Bentix just needs a few more of those.
Few more of those, right?
more of those.
Few more of those.
Gotta be difficult.
I mean, even with that, right? The reality is Kelra will be back for the Lord here, right? So he'll be back for the Lord dance, which we know Smart Omega will still set up there as they do. And, you know, like you guys said, Ben thinks needs a couple more of those.
Yeah, and King Kong in front makes it a lot easier for them to do that.
Oh.
And Chaknu's actually quite low. Andoryu here, he's ready to take the fights, but Chaknu is actually a little bit bruised and battered. So that might mean they want to go for a reset, but the hook, it connects. They find Ryota. Mortality's up. He's going to be able to survive, at least for now.
Ben thinks got to do it again. That's
You
2
got
now.
one more.
He's got to go again.
Are we banking? Oh, of course not. That's too much, right? There it
Have
is.
to relax. But will they get the Lord because of this, though? They pop the conceal.
Yeah.
They're just zoning out the members of Omega.
Preemptive.
Ryota is almost alive, and it's almost here.
It's a 4v5 for the meantime. King Kong.
Oh, Hesu, good play
Ready
from
with the
Hesu.
retribution. Hesu is there. He's buying so much time. Andoryu
Wow.
still gets the Lord. Omega. Oh, that was a beautiful steal from Andoryu.
Oh my goodness. And the problem with TNC is that they try to go for the Lord dance when they're trailing behind. It's understandable because Ryota's not there, but they took so much time. Ryota already survived or respawned, or at least, you know, regenerated. And Hesu wanted to go for the play where he stuns up Andoryu so that they can get the Lord, but it wasn't enough. Andoryu still managed.
No way. That hook,
Okay.
I could have sworn that was missing.
No way.
Ryota gonna fall because of the Benting took as well, but this time punished
Oh.
around by Chaknu and E2Max. He's gonna fall right there, right now. Innocent. Oh, one laser. I swear. That is
Now it's up to
beautiful.
Goyo.
It's up
Goyo
to
needs-
Goyo, man. S is
Goyo.
on the side as well. You gotta make these astral recalls hit.
I think they can hold on, though.
Yep,
TNC.
just one kill. That's Ryota taken out, and Omega suddenly doesn't feel confident at all.
That's why, hey, that's what they got to do. TNC here. Ben thinks starting a lot of that kind of bringing life back into this game too for now, and hopefully Innocent can capitalize on it. Goyo also shooting off from the side.
Oh man, there you go. The onward combo being not really hitting, but doesn't matter. It's still Omega with the kill and the tower as well.
It's just about damage. Yeah. If TNC is relying on crowd control, Omega's just relying on damage. They have all damage overload because of the Beatrix and of course the Xavier. And anyone who goes in front is always susceptible for what TNC can bring.
Doesn't feel like a 4K gold lead, right? Feels like so much more.
Well, I think, again, a lot of that is also the fact that, you know, Irithyll now, at this point in the game, right, 20-minute mark, you're where you need to be for Innocent, but with very little defense capabilities available to you and so much CC that can be thrown at you, it's crucial that Innocent stays alive. You have Purify, you know, bad things though.
All right, the hook's going to connect here. Chaknu, he's low, but he has a Primal Wrath, able to survive this long.
Trouble.
Trying to dive on the back line, but is punished hard by Omega. Everyone's low though. Andoryu gonna get hit by the Astral Recall and might fall victim here. Innocent's got good damage, so he's able to take out Andoryu as well. And it is gonna be 2 members remaining for Omega. TNC, they're making a resurgence here.
That is huge for TNC. The timers are getting a little longer here, so Smart Omega, if they make another blunder like that, they're going to find themselves going into Game 3 here. King Kong focusing on the resources at 2 max. He's going to have to clear this. Lord comes up in a few seconds. And TNC, this is their Lord to take if they can do it quickly. And Doru still more than 15 seconds away. Ryota!
They're going for it. Innocent digging those claws into Ryota. Going to be punished as well. Itamax is low.
Just don't overheat TNC.
Don't overheat. Yeah,
that's what they need to do.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
They should be able to get this.
They should be.
Ryota's got the information he needs. Kelra, nope. He knows. It's a little too risky. TNC, this is exactly what they need. They've now diminished the 4K or so gold lead that Smart Omega held onto for so long. Base fully exposed, and TNC is able to find life in this match.
Props to Hesu. He died afterwards, but he was the one to actually put the pressure onto Kelra and dealt so much damage as the XP laner going into the backlines. He went for the blade armor as well so that he can actually get into the position to put pressure, apply pressure on Kelra. It's exactly what happened in the bottom lane when Omega tried to push. And even after dying, he made a lot of impact. He's 0-9 for now, but I think he's slowly erasing the fact that he had a lot of deaths just because of one play.
Oh man, as you look, Smart Omega has to get ready for this defense. Given how the whole pace of the game is going, they've been the ones to let this slip through their hands. And as we were mentioning before, it's kind of a surprise how this happened. But TNC has done an amazing job at crawling back into this game despite the deficit they were at. Now they look to go for it again.
Okay, Chakno absorbs the hook, but Ryota with the very aggressive penalty zone. Everyone is in the middle of it. They're trying to go for Innocent. Innocent's down. Immortality is going to save him for a few more moments. But it looks like TNC, they're the ones who are on the rise here. They're very, very aggressive here onto Andoryu, who does not have the backup damage that he needs. But he's able to make it. No, he doesn't. He gets hit by the Astral Recall.
Wow.
Nice hit from Goyo.
And another one.
Still going.
There it is. Those enhanced hitboxes really make a big difference now.
Oh, for sure. That means that the hook will easily land. Kelra is now in trouble.
Okay, so they got 1 minion here remaining to make a push happen, but not
King Kong,
really
no,
gonna
don't
be
do
there.
that, King Kong.
Please don't.
You're not needed, King Kong. It's
You're
not over.
that ahead.
You're not that ahead.
It's not over yet, King Kong. Cool here.
Oh.
Okay, King Kong.
Again, we're still 20 seconds away, and Doru will be up. So far, so good for TNC to clap it out.
Oh, Ryota as well as Chaknu. They're in the thick of it, but Chaknu, he's being demolished so easily right now.
King Kong.
Goyo. Goyo making the hits mark, but there's a return from Itamax. Mid base is going to get damaged. Bottom will fall. Everyone's looking. They're eyeing who's going to be the next target of Benping.
Oh, man. They hold on to that one turret. But still, Smart Omega holds on to this game. Now the tables have turned. Lord will be up in less than 10 seconds, and it's going to come down to a team fight. But if Chaknu can't get back in time, TNC will secure themselves this Lord and be marching once again in the base of Smart Omega.
It's going to be much smarter to take the Lord now, TNC. They have to use Innocent. They're not obliged. Okay, Dawning Light Q's. This is your go signal. This is as much of a green light as you needed.
That's it.
Chaknu's nearly up here.
It's going to
Lord.
be very difficult for Itomax to actually join this fight.
Yep.
Yeah, still quite healthy. Hook
But
not going to
thinks
land.
you have the flicker. You have flicker bite. You can go now to Ondor you, but they're not doing it.
Yeah, Ben Things.
But thinks you can do it.
Very safe
Yes, you
right
can-
now.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. There's the flicker bite, but will it be enough? Yes, it is. It secures the Lord for TNC. Now, Ryota once more with the penalty zone, but TNC does not really care. Goya's on the side. Could be a right target here for Omega, but no, Omega decides to back off for now. Maybe they just want to wait for the Lord fight here
They have
inside
to
the
defend
base.
Okay. I'm happy that TNC or Ben thinks listened. Well, he cannot hear us.
Yeah.
But that was the right decision, right? Because you know that if you go for the flicker bite, you can take the Lord. And that's exactly what happened. TNC have secured the Lord.
Although there was like a small moment where
This moment-
maybe it could have been stolen, but yeah, they secured it. Good job at TNC.
I mean, even how much struggle Hesu has had, early mid-game, the fact that now at this point, he's just quite tanky and he serves the purpose of just zoning some of the members of Smart Omega out. He did that well as well. And now that he's got this immortality, he's got that extra layer there. There's 3 immortalities to work through for Smart Omega, plus this Lord. Are they going to be able to hold on here with their wave clear, with this... the hook, though.
Yeah, it's going to connect no matter what because of that Astral Echo, and now Andoryu's suffering because of it. Immortality with 5 members waiting for you, popping the Winter Truncheon as well just to buy a few more seconds. But it's starting to look like the beginning of the end here for Omega. They need that massive wave clear that Etomax is providing, but Ben thinks he's trying to see if he can answer with the hook.
The wave clear is actually a lot.
It is.
Omega.
They're clearing a lot here.
Ben thinks looking for Kelra.
Looking for that Kelra right here. Oh, he misses the
Up the
penalty
hook.
zone. Ryota, he absorbs the damage coming in from the Astral Recall. They're buying some time, but here's another minion wave for them to deal with.
Oh,
Ben thinks he catches Ryota, but Goyo goes down. That's the
Kelra's
majority
still
of the damage coming out from a TNC.
Oh no, that's bad. Hesu wants to
Hesu!
go play.
Oh, the base! The base, no!
Oh, Innocent!
Innocent! Just when you thought! No! The crowd knows it. The crowd knows it. There's just no other way to go about it.
The timers are too long.
It's too long.
Talk about a blunder. TNC.
I have no words.
Oh, the barangay is standing up and cheering for that as Smart Omega capitalizes on a huge mistake in what looked like going to a Game 3. Smart Omega takes it in a sweep against TNC. And this winning moment is brought to you by our official sponsor, FWD Life Insurance. Man, oh man, TNC fans around the world can feel that one.
I am speechless. Because they have been doing it well already.
It was such a good game for them.
It was such a good game. But in those clutch moments, they are facing up against the Comeback Kings. You may not have the original members, but you still have the duo. The comeback duo. That's Itomax and Chaknu. No matter what happens, they hold the timer for Omega. They have the watch,
No.
the Omega watch
Yeah.
for the timers. They hold on to that. And it's always, whenever you're facing up against Itomax and Chaknu, don't fall into that folly of having control of the game. You have to end it surgically. And that might be the most painful defeat of the season.
Oh, so far, as they take their bow there. the work that was put in that game too, especially